What's up, Team Fast Model? How's everyone doing today? Really excited to do a Team Fast Model blog extra and dive a little bit deeper into a recent post. I got Coach Dymetrius Ware with me today. What's up, Coach?
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you and good to talk to you today.
I'm excellent. I'm happy to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate your time. You have been an awesome contributor for Fast Model for a number of years now. You can find what do we just look up 194 plays on his playbank page. Some really good stuff, and that's the reason we're talking to him today. He helped create a post recently called NBA plays from legendary coaches. So we want to go through that, have Coach talk about a little bit of those sets. But Coach, give us a background first on your coaching journey and what you're up to these days.
Well, thank you for asking. I'm glad to be here again. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I think one of the things I've been blessed to be able to do is receive a lot of opportunities to coach, starting with a coach in Oakland Community College who gave me a volunteer position. And from that point, I wind up within a year and a half, I was the head coach. So I was a head coach at Oakland Community College for a couple of years there. Actually 5, and then I got an opportunity to be an assistant coach, third assistant coach at Great Lakes Storm, which was a CBA team at the time. If people don't know, the CBA is now the G League, but that's what it was. So, and I was able to do a 5-year stint at the University of Michigan Dearborn as the men's director of basketball operations and the women's head coach for 3 years. So I've been blessed and able to coach in many different areas and learn as much as possible. And that's what I'm always willing to do. I want to learn and grow. So it's been a long, road, but I've been blessed and I'm able to do what I love.
That's awesome. No, I love to hear it. And obviously you make a great Team Fast Model member just because of that mindset. We're always trying to learn, we're always trying to get better, and we're always growing the game. So people know that about us. Tell us quickly what you're up to now, because you're an advisor at the moment for a few teams.
Yeah, I'm an advisor and mentor to a couple of varsity coaches at the present time in the Detroit metropolitan area, and just helping them learn. A lot of them are first-time head coaches, and they're looking for advice and ways to improve their practice plans and how to improve their game plan strategies. So I come in and sit in practices a couple of days, and some days I sit behind the bench with them during games and help them with some strategies and things like that. But that's all I'm doing right now, and obviously looking for another opportunity whenever it comes available.
Awesome. I know all those coaches benefit from your experience and wisdom, so that's great. Glad to hear you're up to that. Well, let's dive into this post.
All right.
Bring this up on my screen. We got your guy here at the top, Lenny Wilkins. And I will say, what I do appreciate about you is you dive into some of these classic coaches. We can't forget about these guys. A lot of our contributors are watching games right now, obviously NBA playoffs tonight, whatever's going on currently. And that's kind of the bulk of the stuff we get on the play bank, and anyone who's on there knows that. But you don't mind going back a few years and finding these icons. So I love that when you do post those. So I wanted to put these together for you. And let us into the vault here, as we're calling it.
All right, let's go.
First one, we got Jerry Sloan, and we got his UCLA back screen from his time with the Jazz.
One thing I love about Coach Sloan is that he does a lot of 1-4 stuff, and I just love 1-4 offenses. I think it's one of the best offenses you can run, especially in given circumstances when you want it, when you need a score. And with the team that he had and all the players that he had, they ran it exceptionally. So this is one of those plays I really love, when where we have this ball where we have the 1-4 set, and the one's going to hit the 2, going to hit that 2, and then he's going to go make a back screen off of 4, which is at the elbow there. He's going to pop 4. 4 is going to curl off of that screen, looking for that return pass from 2, and there's an open shot there. If not there, 4 had the opportunity where they can take that shot if it's open, or they can hit 5, who would be coming up here, dragging up to the basket. So if that shot's not there for 4, he hits this, or if this help comes from weak side, he hits it to the 5, and the 5 has an opportunity, and then you always have your 3 rotating and moving. So you have a lot of spacing in this play. and it gives you an opportunity with a couple of different options out of the mid-side post and on the strong side and the weak side.
100%. That's great, and that's a quick hitter too. I mean, that can happen
Yes,
so fast. Grab a 2, play a little inside out. A lot of options there, so that's a great one. I was going to try to use my mouse to walk through this thing, but our pop-up here comes
okay.
up. But
yeah,
but I want to mention for anyone watching. So if you do click on that, it's actually going to take you right to that play in the play bank.
Awesome.
When that loads up, and you'll see Coach Ware's beautiful face here on the left. But if you just hit the send to FastDraw button, that'll send that right to your program. So if you have it, that'll send it right there, nice and easy. There you go. You can obviously email it and do some other things if you need to as well. So yeah, we'll keep moving here. We got Phil Jackson and his Lakers classic triangle post up from a sideline out of bounds beginning.
And going back to that Jerry Sloan real quick, I know we're going to hit this, but you can actually run this thing out of a SLOB as well. So you can have that 2 coming out of there and hit that 1 and run it, reverse it. So you can run that 1-4 set out of a SLOB as well, and it'll be successful to you.
Yeah, good call. And then I almost forgot too, up here, there's a link to another blog from a few years ago about disguising offensive sets using 1-4. So coaches, check that one out and read through that. What do you like about this this triangle post up SLOB here?
Well, I like triangle, but I could never coach it. I mean, we've run some sets where it wind up becoming a triangle, but Coach here obviously run a great set here where he's got this 3 here coming, and they're looking to hit 2 coming off of this pass right here. 2's going to then look for 1 after 3. 3's got, once 3 makes this pass here, it's going to cut all the way to the weak side there, and 1's going to pop out from there, or we call it drifting. She's going to drift up to the key top. 2's going to hit them. Then that leaves open some options for 1. 1 can again hit that 5 that's in this post right here. It's a little difficult to see, but 1 can hit that 5 that they're posting up correctly. So that's part of the triangle. Then 2 is going to come back and pop this screen for 4, which leaves them open. So 1 can actually hit 5, and 5 can hit 4 coming up off the curl of that screen. Or if the help comes or doesn't come, 1 can also just keep that ball and pop it back to 4 coming through there. So again, multiple options out of this, and you have to read what the defense is going to give you and you take those opportunities. But 5 can even turn back around, and 2 can come off this curl, this down curl after this 5. There's going to be a screen here. 2 can come off of this, and there's another open for a 3. So depending on what you're looking for, you can get a post up here with the 5, or you can get a pop with the 2, or you can get this slip off the screen from the 2 here.
Yep.
In the paint.
And that's the benefit and the beauty of the triangle, right? You got so many options coming out of that.
Yes, yes. And your spacing is awesome.
Absolutely.
Which is the biggest thing.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, well, next one we got is your guy, Lenny Wilkins. His time with the Hawks. We have a triple stagger BLOB here, and coaches are always looking for a new baseline out of bounds. So walk us through this one.
Well, this is a play, BLOB play, and it's actually out of bounds versus a man to man. So obviously they're running this out of a box set. As it looks like you'll have your 1 here, your 5 over there, your 4, and your 3 here. And what you're looking for is this 1 to just pop out. Once this 1 pops out, there's a couple of options there, but this 2 is going to come off this set stagger from 3 and 4 and 5 actually. And you're just looking to return it back to 2. If these 3 seal correctly and they may just pin down nice and hard, this 2 should be wide open for this open return from this open pass from 1 for an open 3. If that doesn't work, or if the shot is not there, 1 still has the option of obviously pulling up and shooting, or this 3 will just come across the other side of the basket to the strong side and post up and be looking for a shot as well. And then the 4 is obviously can do the same thing as well. So then the 5, and there's always a chance where they can, like I said, just again, looking for just a straight shot to the basket, to the paint, and look for a ball there. So there's multiple options out of this 1 set. But anytime you run staggered screens out of bounds, I think it's going to give you an open shot, especially if everyone pins and holds their line.
Great point. I love it. And we all know the box sets are great for a million options too, right? So keep the defense guessing. And then, yeah, we have another link here for to an old blog on connecting inbounds to offense. So even if you don't get something out of this, there you go. Find a way to start offense right after that. The next one I think is really cool because we put two in a row of the same thing. So this one's a Boston Celtics triple stagger blob from Rick Pitino, but it's a different formation. So I thought that was cool.
Right.
That two plays,
Yeah.
different ways to run it. Walk us through it.
Yeah. Again, this time we've got the three throwing it in. Now, whoever your best inbounder is, you want them throwing it in. And the five is here, at the top. The 4 is going to hook to the basket off this screen. It's going to be 2 is going to just run hard, solid off of this one screen there. You've got this 1 over here that's going to come off of this second screen, off this down screen from 3 that just threw it in. And then there's another double here, but it's the 4 and the 5 coming through, and then that's another option for the 2. Again, that 2 had that option. Once you receive that pass, you have multiple options off of this. So, but your main goal in this situation is looking for that 1 coming off those this triple staggered screens that they've set for him. But if you have a great great 2, and you can come off of this hard, he's an open shot as well. I truly believe that. But again, with that 2 guard, there's a couple of things they can do off of the 3 coming off that screen. Anytime you set a screen, that person who set that screen is going to be open. So there's a couple of options just coming off of that.
Yep. I was just going to say, I could see with all this confusion going on here, 2 just drive in, maybe they find something for themselves. It might be a kick to that 3 who's going to float out here because no one's going to be on that player.
Exactly. So I love this play because anytime you have a 2 that's really a great shooter, this is something here they can have the option of being able to just go ahead and square up. And anytime, my philosophy is anytime you're in an out of bounds, set a blob or SLOB, and you get an open shot, take it. It's not about, take that shot, especially because you want to get 6 to 7 points out of your special team play each game if possible.
Yep. Great point. You got to catch and fire sometimes,
Yes, you do. I mean, there's those opportunities. Yes.
Okay. Well, we got our last play here from Pat Riley in his time with the Heat, PNR baseline screening. First of all, great job with, adding some advanced FastDraw features in here. We got some shading.
Nice.
But yeah, let us know what you like about this set.
Well, I like this set because it's kind of run out of a stack, or you could call it an L straight line. Then it runs here a backside L. So we put the 5 here at the top of the key, obviously. Here's the 2, the 3, and the 4 off of this. And what we're looking for is this 5 coming off of this dribble here. And the 5 is going to set this pick and roll. Then he's rolling. The 2's popping to the weak side, and she wants dribbling away from it. And the 3 is obviously coming over to the other side with them being available as well. So what you have here is if you want dribble hards to the spot, he has several options. He can pop just the 3 who came across, or he can hit 2 coming across. And like I said, if he's got a defender that he knows he can take, it's just a one-on-one attack to the basket. And once he does drive, if help comes from either side, there's the option there to kick it to wherever the help came from.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, talk about spacing and balance. And again, one more blog post up here. There's some split action stuff. Right. Actually, this guy will take you to, you can even open it up. It'll take you to all the split action plays we have on the bank. So if you're looking for more of those, but we all know, split, you throw it in the post, 1 and 3 can kind of meet at the elbow here and figure out who's open. Might be a dump down for a layup, might be a kickoff for a 3. So lots of good options. Well, thanks for walking us through those. My question is,
thanks for having me.
Yeah, my question is, who's your favorite coach to study that might not have made this cut? Who else do you like from the glory days?
From the glory days, I really like, obviously got Pat on there. So Pat would be the one person that I would go with. But if there was another one, I'd go with Chuck Daly. He ran some really nice set stuff that I liked. And the Pistons, he made sure that Isaiah and Dumars were able to get the shots or get an opportunity to be in the shot. And I think that's, I like the way he handled their offenses and what they ran. So Chuck was probably my next, favorite one that I read. Not just because it's from Detroit, I just love the stuff that he ran. And the coach Brandon Sir and all of them, they ran some very good stuff that back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good shout out to Coach Sir from coaching you, one of our close partners. I should have known you were going to go with the Motor City, and maybe we can do a deeper dive on that later. Chuck Daly down the line here. I know you got a whole, you got a bunch in your own your own library, I'm sure.
Yes, yeah. You know what? Not as much as I want, but I'm going to do a better job this summer, putting some more Piston stuff in there. And I'm still working on a lot of the old NBA old stuff. I got a lot of stuff I want to use. I've been blessed, been doing this for so long that I have stuff that, if I went down in my basement and went through my cabinets, I'd find stuff I didn't realize I forgot I had. So I can always come back with something from the back of the day.
For sure. Well, hey, that's the beauty of FastDraw. And you led me right to where I was about to go. So appreciate that. But we do have a couple deals going on for coaches right now. We're calling it separation season, this off season, always trying to get better. So yeah, you can use code SAVE10. That'll get you 10% off any package, whether it's FastDraw or FastScout or both. So apply that code, or if you want to go for that premium bundle, get your FastDraw and FastScout at the top level, a bunch of licenses for you and your staff. You get $50 off that, and you can even apply the SAVE10 to that for a little extra savings. So get yourself set up, everybody, this summer. Coach, anything to add?
Hey, FastDraw is what you need in your toolbox. It's almost like having a secretary and an assistant coach all at once. So it's really important that you have it as a tool that you can use and manipulate to help your program year round.
Awesome. Appreciate the shout out. And then last thing, share your own plays if you guys are wanting to dive back into some of these classic stuff with the X's O's vault hashtags. So we're going to start that up. And then you can find this blog post by Coach Ware on team.fastmilesports.com. Find in the link of this video. Find his Playbank page. All that good stuff will be in there for you, and your discount code. So check it out. And Coach Ware, appreciate you jumping on. Always good to hear from you and soak up some hoops knowledge.
Thanks, Robbie, for having me. I appreciate it, man.
You got it. Take care.